Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. Tries a shot! That is absolutely glorious! About as smooth as it gets. And what a start! The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Forward it goes. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Well played, he saw that coming. Hoists it forward. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Can he deliver? Oh, really good feet from him. Singer Chiangrai United get it back again. Defenders on the back foot. Plays a clever pass. And the defence can get it clear. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Could be a chance here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tries to get it forward quickly, and they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And it's played forward. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. He gets it ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Big chance! Look at that! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
So that's two now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And it's been taken straight back. Caught offside that time. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Minutes gone. Battles to win it back, dashing forward at pace. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
They have done it again. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Breaks on here. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Gets it back. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. The ball stands firm, and it's bounced out. Oh, that's neat. Just brushed off the ball there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Looking to dink it in. So, another set play. That's a throw. He's made sure that that won't get through. He's gone for it! They've scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Singa Chandra United head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here's the start of the second half. Played out to the right. Oh, good interception. Forward it goes. Well, they can break here. He's left his man. Can he get the shot away? He's found his man. Oh, what's he done? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style! And they are pulling clear here. That was a given. It always was.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Singa Chandra United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. And it's played forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Keeper's ball. Looking to break out here. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
He's got options out wide. Cleared away. Gets it back. It has gone through to him. That's gone a long way up and away. Plays it out to the wing. Beautifully executed. Tries to get it clear. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Play for a goal kick. Well, that's where he wants it. Played back in. And now the breakaway. Out to the left it goes. He gets past his man. Hoists it forward. Done very well to intervene. And help's available out wide. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his...
And the shot! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
In for a header! Keeper's got his work done. It's a brilliant interception. And it's played forward. Cuts it out. And here's the chance to counter. Tries to get it forward quickly. Into the last 5 minutes. And he's surging through. Forward it goes. Can't get the better of his opposite number. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Flings in across. Timely intervention. And there goes the final whistle. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, if ever there was a good tone setter for a football match, that was it. First minutes, first shot, first goal, and it's...
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. We have already started here. Well positioned to make that interception. Has he picked him out? Chance! Clears it out of harm's way. Keeps everyone guessing. He's in, surely! Turns and goes back. Cuts it out. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Safety. Who's ball? Who's going to get that?
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
He's got the ball glued to his feet. Goes for the cross. Oh, smart save. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's trying the shot. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Forward it goes. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Over to the left. Done very well to intervene. Whipped in. That's surely a foul. Free kick. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. And that'll be a goal kick. And it's played forward. Gets wrestled off the ball. And now the breakaway. Hoists it forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Tries to get it forward quickly. So who can spark this game into life? Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And help's available out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Quick glance at goal. Shapes to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And the first 45 minutes are up. Both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back underway here.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
He shoots! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, crucially, he ensured that the shot was kept low and it nearly came off.
Tries lifting it over. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Forward it goes. Gets the better of his man. Can he dig out a shot? Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. The second half sparked straight into life.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
He's played him through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. just made sure that that won't get through. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And they've been caught out here. And he's away. Here it has a pop! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
And it's played forward. Out to the right. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Plays it out to the wing. It's a promising ball. And they win it back again. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
He's had a shot! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
He gets past his man. Has a goal! Knocks it away. Plenty waiting in the middle. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Gets away from his opponents. Lovely bit of skill. Plays it back. Up he gets! With his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Singachangra United really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls. Singachangra United are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
And he has been fouled there. The only goal came in the early moments. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. And already we're underway here. And it's played forward. That intervention was very necessary. Tries to get it forward quickly. And now the breakaway. Side especially adventurous early on. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Danger averted for now. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Hoists it forward. He's got away. Just hits one! He's scored!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Changrai United take the lead, 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
He's pinged one through here. No foul, says the referee. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is 1-0. Drilled in low. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's played forward. In with the challenge. Looks to clip it forward. He's got options out wide. Looking for a corner. Tries to get it clear. Goes for goal! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
And help's available out wide. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciate. He's through, it's one-on-one! Big chance! He's scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think 2 keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind 1. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Singer Chiangrai United get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
He's left it, has a pop! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Singer Chiangrai United just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the flank. Now can he finish? Away from immediate danger. And the first half is done. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Singer Chiangrai United sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Already up and running for the second half. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. It is a corner. And out to safety. Turns and goes back. Time and again they are repelled. Nicely measured pass. He's one-on-one! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
A real chance if he can get through. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Up for a header! That's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
That's a clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false nine, and no one's really holding a fixed position up there.
How does that work?
Well, I think it's an attempt to just confuse this defence with constant interchange and different movement. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
A real chance to break. Receives it in a good position. He's gone for it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Oh, the ball's come loose! It's come to... Has a hit! He scores! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And there's a long ball.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Going through. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well played, he saw that coming. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Singer Chiangrai United need to hold on for a few more moments.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Chance, shapes to shoot! Sticks it away!
Chiang United are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Solid, if not especially fancy, always in control. They did enough to win it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were...
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride. Massive leap! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
He's got options out wide. It's a great shooting chance! Danger averted for now.
There's a lot of movement up front.
Yeah, I have noticed that those front players are working very hard, dropping deeper.
Yeah, and I just think it keeps the opposition off guard with so much switching of position. Keeping shape is much harder.
And back to base. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Singer Chiang United still without an attempt on target. Over to the left. Oh, good interception. Here it is now, shot and the finish! It's there! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
But how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support. Oh,
he's had a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he's clearly not the only one who can't believe he didn't put it away. I think he's going to take some ribbon for that.
And it's played forward. Gets away from his opponents. Well weighted. Can he find a finish? Shoots! Oh, that's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Keeper has beaten it away. Battles to win it back. Oh, shapes to shoot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Plays it out to the wing. Oh, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Kings it out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to level it up. Oh, he saved it! And the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He spotted the run and played him through. Goes for goal! Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Yeah, anything that finds its way into the net via the framework of the goal is most difficult for the keeper to reach. He was never going to get it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Now that does look a foul. The referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. There will be a throw-in. Hit long and direct. And out to safety. And help's available out wide. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's half-time here. We're back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, PJ. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Going for goal! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Up to meet it! Oh, he's got himself into a great position.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about this challenge. It's time to roll the sleeves up and go for it.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Hoists it forward. Forward it goes. That's a good ball to find him. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And that has been clubbed away. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Out to the left it goes. Defender's on the back foot. It's come loose. Whipped in. Hoists it forward. Has a look and has a go. And the keeper can swallow it up.
Well, they're being made to force the issue, but they need to be patient and a little more composed.
And the through ball is intercepted. Gets the better of his man. It is quite a run he's making here. Goalkeeper's ball. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He gets past his man. Hits one! Oh, taken with style.
He shouldn't have been given the time to take that on his chest and get the shot away. That was slack defending.
time for changes on both sides, actually. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's played forward. And that's been won straight back. Now the counter. Decent looking ball. Tries to get it clear. Dashing forward at pace. He's made sure that that won't get through. It's got through to him.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Going through. Turns and goes back. There are a few waiting for it. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Keeper's ball. And it's got through. And that's that. And it ended in defeat and frustration. They just didn't get the breaks. No reward for a very genuine effort. It is a hard one to take, this. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Singa Chiangrai United never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. A very poor show.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters. And
it's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example. It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Manchester United have an early lead. Good start. Jagielka. Forward it goes. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Socrates plays it forward. Messi. It's Aubameyang. In with the challenge. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. He's had that put. He's gone for it! Bailly tries to get it forward quickly. Just brushed off the ball there. Bernardo Silva. Manchester United are on a great run. 5 wins in a row. Jagielka hoists it forward. Well, that's where he wants it. Bernardo Silva battles to win it back. Aubameyang. Good challenge, excellent challenge. It's a loose ball. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Over to the left. Oh, nice touch. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's looked long this time. Messi. Good challenge, stood up well against his man. Bernardo Silva drives it forward. Bailly. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Fred. And it's Messi. And here's Aubameyang. Going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Tries his luck! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Parejo looking to hit the front line. an hour played now. Jagielka. And it's played forward. Mousset. It's come loose. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Aubameyang. He gets past his man. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Good interception. And here's Aguero. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Forward it goes, and he's on his way! Steered forward. Bailey. Parejo. Jagielka. And the counter is on. Parejo. And it's going to be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Manchester United head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Rafael Varane. Matic plays it forward. Mousset. Fred. And it's Papastathopoulos. It's gone a long way up and away. Ball's gone out of play. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Parejo. Mousset. Plays it out to the flank. Manchester United just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Now it's Aguero. Timely intervention. Varane gets it back. Fred. And it's Messi. And here's Aubameyang. Messi has a hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Bailly is making a foray down the right. Dinks one in. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. And here's Aguero, and here's Aubameyang. Tries a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Parejo hoists it forward. Looking to break out here. Big chance! And with that goal comes comfort.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Manchester United, and a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Matic tries to get it forward quickly. Aubameyang hits it! Parejo with the clearance. Gets into a dangerous position. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Messi, nicely controlled, has a pop, this could fall anywhere. Bailly gets it away. Matic. No complaints about that challenge, robust but fair. Bailly floats one over. The final 5 minutes. The message is clear, none shall pass. Be a throw-in. Manchester United have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
And that is that. Manchester United have won it. As much industry as inspiration. Whatever the formula, it has worked for them. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, and a result that was true to form. A big team beating a not-so-big team, and the lesson dealt.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages, one of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. The action has already started. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. He gets past his man. And he's there to hoof it away. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Matuidi.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Manchester United are on a great run. 5 wins in a row. Jordi Alba gets it back. He's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Middlesbrough, whose manager was the brains behind the last win.
Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on, and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula in itself.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's come loose. Ronaldo takes control of it and he's on the Matuidi! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
It certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Over to the left. Sermon gets a good foot in there. Livermore. It's a loose ball. Middlesbrough desperately needs someone. Jake Livermore has been caught there, it's a foul.